Hey guys, back again one more time for my Shadowrun series. This should be it. There's not a lot left to do in the game. What I think I'd like to do is first off talk about the magic items because I forgot to ever address those. And then I would like to do the Chernobyl Matrix run and then see if we can get through the end of the game here real quick. So first off, we are going to call, let's see, Gira Tetsumi and buy the power focus. All right, and that's the highest level power focus you can get. What I've read is that it will help. I don't know if it adds to the sorcery pool or what, but people have said it helps with drain. So let's take a look. Flame bolt. Oh, nice. So we can go medium offense and there's no drain. Although neutral has the same chance of success. I'm going to do medium offense just to make sure she stays aggressive. The other thing we can try out would be the combat sense magic item. So let's see here. Is this magic shop? Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave for a second actually because I want to take a look at Walking Bear's defense. It's hard to count those pips, but it is one lower than her attack. All right, let's try this out. Yeah, so her defense definitely went up with the combat sense spell lock. Now, ironically, from what I've read online, the protection talismans don't actually work and don't raise your defense. The reason the combat sense one does is that it is adding to the combat pool, I think. So let's see. Yeah, she's kind of maxed out her attack power. But you can see her full defense is ridiculous. She's basically taking no damage. I'm gonna leave her neutral actually, because it's gonna be a pretty strong thing there. Okay. Okay. And we'll go ahead and do the Chernobyl run. So I've mentioned it in previous, got a weird glitch. I've mentioned it in previous videos. You get the Chernobyl run, or the Chernobyl passcode, by picking up interesting files from the different corporations. Here, I'll go ahead and show you before we go in. Just to remind. So they show up as tips and clues. And they're stored towards the end here, so this file from, I don't know if I found it in Ares or as Technology, but basically there's an implication that these corporations are in some sort of cahoots. Corpse indicted. In Matrix sabotage, Renraku, Fuji, Ares, Mitsuhama, Lones are all suspected. Okay. So those are kind of the clues that something's going on with them. And then if you enter Chernobyl as your passcode, you get into the system. I've actually never done this run before because as a kid I never figured it out. I probably even had all of the files and just didn't realize that that passcode had populated on my list. So I'm in the UCAS government. That's what replaced the US government after things went down in Shadowrun. Tar pit, but should be able to get through. Remember, tar pits only activate on a failure, so don't fail. Alright, we're going to check out this data store. Beer here, killer. Red 5, we should be fine. There's a red 6, I might actually load up degrade. Alright. I'm actually just looking for interesting files for now. Blaster, tar pit. It's only red 4, so the tar pit should not activate. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and backtrack because I don't think that path is gonna lead anywhere interesting. Usually it's the data store on the other side of the CPU that has something interesting. Of course it's the tar pit. We're gonna feed it slow and run degrade on it. So okay, wow. We got a big ol' system. At least we have a map, huh? Alright, well I'm just going to showcase the brute force method because I happen to have those programs loaded. I'd say the one weakness of this method is if your degrade hits a tar pit and gets eaten, but it will protect your other programs from tar pits because, you know, like I said, tar pits only activate on a failure, and degrade makes sure your other programs don't fail. So yeah, you could forego analyze and sleaze completely, and then, but they want my degrade because of the tar pit. Okay, don't think financial data is what I'm looking for. Losing slow is a negligible cost because I always keep it at level 1. Losing degrade, you have to think about that as losing 30,000 new yen, which I'm actually okay with at this point in the game. I don't have anything else going on money-wise. And we will get some money out of this run. Dang it. I didn't think there'd be anything there, but I wanted to check. And then remember, even a passive alert increases the rating of all the ice in the system, so good idea to go cancel the alert again. And I'm going to load up the programs I need. And let's see. Let's hop on over to these two data stores. And then that leaves just one more data store after that we haven't checked. Trace and dump, no problem. Prisoner files. I guess I don't know what I'm doing in the system. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay, I'm gonna go farm a red node, and we'll see if that was why we came in here. After we get our money's worth. I think we could do better than 20 NP. Alright, I think that was 5. Alright, let's take a look. Interesting file should show up here. You have deleted the virus and saved the citizens of Redmond Barrens. You also managed to divert a large sum of credits to your account. Sega of America thanks you for your efforts. Alright, so we did it. And even though it's a little bit pointless, we're gonna go sell these files. Because if I ever want to load up this save file and get on the matrix and do some fun stuff, I'll have the money to replace some of these programs I lost. Okay, so last I remember we were looking for Vigore and Jarl. And I know they have a base over in the Rat's Nest. I knew that personally, but also my character has found that out multiple times. No, I still can't get in. Alright, we're gonna... One thing that's a little bit frustrating is how it's locked behind a specific thing. Okay, so we're looking for the second map. We're looking for Vigore and Jarl. Yeah. Yeah. So we're just gonna start talking to the Johnsons and see if one of them will rat out Vigore and Jarl. I really don't think it's Gunnarsson, though. What do you know about a Johnson named Vigore? Word of the Johnson grapevine says he was involved in something nastier than any St. Johnson would touch. They say he's holed up in some secret base in the Rat's Nest. Okay, did that finally activate it? There are definitely some signs that the developers had some ideas for things that never got implemented. Here we go. This area seems to have been swept with recent activity. Knowing Vigore must be somewhere around. You start a thorough search of the area. You get lucky and find a secret entrance to an old fallout shelter. After a quick search of the bunker, you find a copy of your overlay map In addition, the landmark map is rolled up with it. Harlequin should be most interested in this. You leave cautiously, expecting to be jumped any moment. Fortunately, your luck holds out, and you leave the area without incident. Right there would have been a good time to have one more sort of a corp-style run where you have to break in and find stuff, and there's people fighting you. Didn't happen, so I wonder if that just got, got cut because of time concerns, or even memory concerns would be significant back in Genesis games. Alright. And then I think we're off to the final mission. Hello again, Joshua. You have bought my time with your pain. Spend it as you wish. I have some information for you. You show Harlequin the map you retrieved from Enraku and the map you took from Vigore and Jarl. Impressive. This shows the exact location of Alicia's tomb, if one is familiar with these landmarks. If Vigore had these maps, then Thon must be very close to finding the tomb. There's no telling what artifacts are in that tomb. I will not stand idle and let that mockery desecrate the final resting place of such a noble warrior. Harlequin is half standing, his knuckles bone white where he is clenching the chair. Suddenly his animated features go slack as he slowly sinks back into his seat. He speaks with quiet determination. As we sit here, Thon may already be at Alicia's tomb. Joshua, you must go now to assemble a team to destroy Thon. We now have very little time, so equip your team well, and when you return here, I will have arranged for your transport to the tomb. Harlequin fixes you with his piercing gaze. I beseech you, Thon must be stopped and the elven myth preserved. I'll prepare things in this end for your return. Well, I'm already ready, I think. Guess I could check my ammo. 16 should be fine. 16 should be fine. Okay. Alright, and we have brought... Suppose I can upgrade Joshua's... Oh yeah. We got some serious karma going on here. Alright. So we can definitely raise Josh up to 11 firearms. Don't really care about Walking Bear. And then Rihanna is... Oh, one karma short of 12. Oh well. I guess 11 is good enough. Alright. Are you prepared for the trip to Alicia's tomb? Yes. Harlequin takes you to a sleek vertical takeoff. Liftoff? I don't remember what that is. Anyway, I always said VTOL. Sleek VTOL craft whose body bristles with communications and jamming devices. A harried ride with Harlequin at the stick takes you to the entrance of Alicia's tomb. Harlequin gives you a hands-free walkie-talkie. What happens in the tomb is up to you. I'll take care of things out here. Harlequin holds up a hand to stifle your questions and ushers you to the tomb. Good luck, my friend. May we meet again. You take a deep breath of fresh air and a last look at the forest. Nodding to Harlequin, you turn and walk into the tomb's antechamber, noticing that the stone doors were literally ripped from the entrance. A little foreshadowing of how tough Thon's gonna be. So basically just shoot our way through a bunch of thugs. Keep going. Entering the antechamber, you see a giant humanoid creature digging in the dirt ahead. Huge clawed hands pull artifacts from a broken chest, placing them aside. The creature turns from the chest and peers at you. You have arrived in time to witness the birth of a new era. Kneel, slave. You feel something reach into your mind and force you towards the ground. I am Thon, new ruler of this world. With the powers of this tomb, all will kneel to me. The unseen iron grip begins to diminish, and once again you are in control of your actions. What's happening? My power is waning. Harlequin's voice rings over the walkie-talkie he gave you. Joshua, the council is channeling their powers to weaken Thon. He's now susceptible to physical damage. It's all up to you now, Joshua. Let him have it. So I'm going to kill his ads, and then I'm going to focus on him, and we're going to keep our health topped off as much as we can. Alright, and... Yep, we're going to make sure that Walking Bear is topped off, because she's our healer. Oh, looks like it's over. The Cortrix's head swivels towards you. I told you my help would be needed, human. His razor-sharp teeth gleam as his voice fills your head. I have Thawne under my will at the moment, but soon he will overcome me. You must destroy him. That's what I've been trying to do. When I can no longer contain him, he will attempt to flee the tomb. Its walls are lined with the magical orichalcum. I don't know how to pronounce that. You must blast the opening of the tomb as he attempts to escape. This will serve two purposes: to crush him with the ore and permanently seal the tomb from others. Can you do this? You bet. Then get to it, my friend. The fate of this world is balanced upon your actions. As the tomb seals shut, you feel darkness wash away from your mind. You wonder, can it be true? Is Thawne really defeated now that his corporeal form is destroyed? When the dust settles, Harlequin contacts you via a walkie-talkie. You did it, Joshua. Alicia's powers and secrets are once again at rest. All of Seattle's forever in your debt. That said, you feel a wave of exhaustion envelop you. It's over. For now. Alright. And that is the ending. The game remains one of my absolute favorites. I love the Shadowrun world and lore. This game was a really good translation of that. It wasn't perfect, but it was really close. Nothing was jarring about it that made you go, like, wait a minute, that's not right. Harlequin was actually in 2 of the Shadowrun campaigns. She's a big part of the lore. I guess the picture of Frosty did kind of puzzle me. When you meet Frosty in the campaigns, she's basically just a 18-year-old elven girl wearing like a leather jacket and jeans. So the fact she's dressed really strangely in this game is kind of weird. But yeah, it's a fantastic game in my opinion. It also shows that the Genesis was capable of really good graphics. If you compare this one with the Super Nintendo game, like this logo, for example, is better. The cutscenes in this one are pretty solid. The one thing I don't like about the graphics, I mean, it's kind of muddy, like the colors are kind of muddy, but I think it works. One thing I don't like is the reuse of sprites. I don't even mind the reusing the portraits, because I would understand that those might take a little bit more work, but the sprites, I wish there were more sprites for both the enemies and the allies. Yeah, and then other than a slow start that makes this a little inaccessible for new players, I like it. It's a good story. But that's going to be it for now. Trying to decide what I want to do for my next project. I might do some Shadowrun related projects, we'll see. But that's going to be it for today, and I'll see you next time.